Hello, we're going to go over installation of the gun mount for the Bull Pac frame. It's the same installation for the regular Bull Pac or the extra large version. When you order the gun mount, it should come with a lower mounting bracket, a base plate that attaches to that bracket, and then an upper mounting piece. All the hardware is included, and it's pretty self-explanatory what goes where. It'll only fit in one spot. You'll also need an 1/8 inch and a 5/32 inch Allen wrench, 3/8 and 7/16 inch nut driver or socket, and a 3/16 drill bit, and obviously a drill. Okay, so lay the pack in this orientation. We're going to use the 7/16 nut driver or socket and the 5/32 Allen wrench to remove the lower main strap from the frame. Once you have the strap free, pull the bolt out of the webbing, remove the washer, grab your bracket oriented like this, bolt up through the bottom, put the webbing back on top of that, and it'll curve up to go just around the edge of the frame there, and then slip it back in the bottom hole of the frame, out the top, and put your lock nut back on the top side. Once you have the lower bracket loosely on there, snug up that nut, not too tight, but so it's not real floppy. You can still move the bracket, so just snug it up a little bit. You can still move the bracket, still flexes a little bit. Line it up so that this edge of the bracket tracks right with the inside edge of the frame. And we're going to take our 3/16 inch drill bit, we're going to drill a hole all the way through the frame. Careful to keep the drill bit level so the hole is nice and straight. And we're going to take the upper mounting bolt, we're going to stick it all the way through the frame. It'll pop right out the upside. Put the lock nut on the back of that. Now you can tighten those all the way down. And your lower mounting bracket is securely attached to the lower portion of the frame. Now that we have the base bracket mounted, we're going to mount the plate to the bracket. Use your half inch screws, put it on your Allen wrench, buckle facing outside. You're going to put it through the top hole, and stick the lock nut on the back side. And those are tightened now. That's all solidly mounted to the bracket. Now we're going to shift up to the upper part of the frame. Take the upper mounting bracket, or take the upper mounting piece. We're going to pull the spacer off. We're going to use this spacer to line up where we drill our hole on the upper piece. Center it on the tubing frame itself, about even with the bottom of the cap plug there. And then you're going to run your 3/16 hole again through that. You're going to mark it with your drill, take it off, and then you're going to drill it all the way through. Careful to hold the drill level so your hole's nice and straight going through the tubing. Once you get that on, you're going to put your spacer block back on the mount. You're going to feed it through the tubing. Put your lock nut on the back side. You're going to take your 1/8 inch Allen wrench and go under the neoprene. You're going to snug that up. You want to keep your spacer nice and even with the frame, and the locking clip faces towards the strap side of the pack. You get it oriented where you want it, snug it down nice and tight. Now your upper piece is solidly attached to the frame. Okay, now we're going to go over how to get the gun nice and tight in the gun mount. Okay, get the base in, unsnap your clip, get the base in, and just leave it loose. The top part is kind of the critical piece. Line it up, slide your webbing through your buckle, and you can tighten it pulling this way. Kind of pull it back towards yourself so it's nice and tight, grab it, keep it tight as you pull that thumb down to lock it. That helps keep it snug in the mount. The bottom piece, the buckle, you can adjust that so that it's tight. When it latches down, it's latching tight. It'll come down at a little bit of an angle. It's not designed to come straight around. It's coming at a little bit of an angle to catch the bottom part of the stock and pull it back into the base. And then once everything's nice and snug, you're ready to roll. And once it's on, the top helps keep it snug tight, and you see it doesn't bounce around much. But if you need to in a hurry, guy can get it out if he wants to without having to pull the pack off. If you're in a hurry, but it stays pretty solid in there while you're hiking, crawling around. If you get into it and have any problems or questions, feel free to give us a call and we'll try and walk you through it. And we appreciate any kind of feedback you have after using it this season, and thanks for your support.